Oh, wow. They come back out, too. Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Book of Boba Fett. We're up to episode 2, chapter 2, pardon me. I mean, it only has chapter 2, and it has no thumbnail. So I don't know exactly what it's going to be about, although I bet you Boba Fett's in it. And I probably shouldn't have worn a black shirt tonight. Anyway. So last episode we got a decent introduction. It was a little slow. I agree with people who said maybe there was a little too much time spent in the flashbacks, a little too much of his time. We could have hit those beats a little quicker and spent a little bit more time in the present. But it's okay. It is what it is. And you know, a lot of people, not a lot of people, I should say, some people are judging the whole series now based on one episode, saying, "Oh, this is not for me. This is too slow. This is boring. I don't understand this." Don't do that. I mean, it's a short-run, limited series. Come on. It has potential for more seasons, but I imagine it's probably only going to be one season. But anyway, regardless, let's wait until at least a few more episodes come out before we know. I enjoyed it. You know, like I said, it had some room for improvement, but it was still enjoyable. Loved seeing some of the beats from the past. His escape, obviously, the stuff with the Raiders. With the Tuscans, and his acceptance at the end, all cool stuff, and a little bit of the modern time, a little bit of struggle of trying to adjust himself to being the new leader in the area, or the new criminal boss, if you want to call it that. I think the mayor would have something to say about him being the leader. So obviously he's going to come to head with the mayor at some point. Who were those attackers? I just kind of assumed they were the mayor's people. I watched some other reactors who said, maybe not. Maybe they were part of another criminal faction. Maybe they were even something else. I don't know. But I just kind of assumed they were that the mayor put them up to it. The mayor told them to attack him. Whether that means they are also part of another criminal faction, I don't know. Maybe the mayor is part of another criminal faction. I guess we'll find out. Let's watch the episode and find out. I almost don't want to skip this recap just to see if they put something new in it. Who are those guys? Oh, are they going to question this dude now? Jabba's palace. I mean, it's Boba's palace now, but... Really? Going to walk in front of this dude? Oh, I love this! Oh my god, I love this! It's a callback to episode 6. And Luke walking in. Although we don't have the guard here. Wasn't there a guard over here? Or is he further in? I'm not sure. Okay, so assassins. You're paying for the name. I love her reaction to that. So they're not part of another thieving guild or criminal gang or something. Assassins are criminals. You know what I mean. They're assassins that were hired, part of a group.
You're paying for the name.
Nice. Everybody was waiting for that one. Do they even have a Rancor, though? That's the question that everybody has. And if they do, is it the one that we met, the juvenile one we met in Bad Batch? I mean, I guess there's a bit of a difference between a quick death by a beheading or something and being mauled and eaten and chewed to death by a wild beast, right? Maybe that's why he's so frightened. Ah, he did! The mayor did send him. They don't have a Rancor, I guarantee you. Yeah. The tribes of Tatooine. I don't think he's going to take his helmet off this time.
Mayor is indisposed for the rest of the week.
Oh boy.
This is employer.
All of these voices, all of these lines. I've heard otherwise. I know you sit on the throne of your former employer. These are the ones I swore in the trailer were spoken basically by Din Djarin, the actor's name is escaping me at the moment. It's a tip of my tongue. But I swear they were spoken by him, but apparently not. They were just, maybe he is speaking this voice. It's just been modulated here or something. I don't know. Wow, okay. But apparently not him. I'm still waiting. I'm hoping that we'll get some Din Djarin, but maybe not this episode.
Not my
What is Garza's Sanctuary? Oh, that's this place. Okay. Where we've been already. Some Hutts have decided to take over. Oh. Jabba's cousins have decided to lay claim to his region, and so they're the real threat. But the mayor, I guess that what the mayor is doing is he's placing his bets on the Hutts as being the real winners, which is why he's not really respecting, Boba as being in charge. I guess he's expecting fully that he'll be killed by the Hutts pretty soon. So why should he bother? And she's equally as nervous. She's pretending, to that he's in charge, knowing full well that he may not be in charge for long. So she's kind of playing that, walking that line. It reminds me a lot of how, in classic movies at least, in like World War II, right? The head of, or the person who owns the bar or runs the brothel or whatever would always have to walk this fine line depending upon who was in charge. In Europe, it was that the Germans were in power, and then the Allies were in power, and they always had to walk this fine line. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I guess that's the litter coming. I thought the drums were in the soundtrack, but I guess they're really there. I guess the Hutts are there, and their litter, the litter is arriving or whatever. Yeah, here we go. Look at that thing bow under their weight. Wow, wait a minute. This is their champion? A Wookiee? Part of me wants to see this Wookiee fight, but part of me also wants Boba. No, I'm going to say Jabba for some reason. Boba to just kill him. More flashbacks? He's training with the weapon he used later. Tight grip. Okay, that's what he's saying. He has to grip it tighter. Food! Uh-oh. One of the dragons? What is that? Oh, it's a train. Oh. They lost a lot of people. Again, they're just showing us with this whole funeral thing, they're showing us just the rich culture that the Tuskens have that the movie's just kind of totally overlooked and glossed over. They're just savages. No, they're deeper than that. But I do, part of me is still thinking, I hope this second episode is the last episode where we spend so much time in flashbacks. I hope it's not going to be like it's been like 75-25 in episode 1, 75% flashbacks, 25% current. And I hope it doesn't repeat this episode, and I hope that they can get us current again, and stay there. But it is good to learn these things about them. I just wish they'd be a little brisker. Oh, those criminals on their speeders. That I guess they're criminals, those gang members that destroyed that moisture farm or killed everybody, I guess. What's he gonna do? I'll take action in the past too, I guess. Fun action with Boba. Is this that station? I'm not an uber Star Wars fan, I'm sorry. The station that Luke talked about in episode 4, and there was a deleted scene with him there with his friends. Toshi Station? Is that right? Is this Toshi Station? Because people were thinking that he would make an appearance there. And if it is, has station always meant actually a train station? The whole time? Are these supposed to be Luke's friends too? People were speculating that they might be there. Maybe they'll make reference to him. Her name is Cammy, huh? He's always been a good fighter, no matter what shape he's in. Are these Luke's friends? I guess I don't know. I guess I'll never find out. I'm sure deep Star Wars lore fans already recognize the names or something. Oh, he knows there's somebody bigger and badder, or is he leaving? I guess he's leaving, but they're not dead, right? That's bad news, Boba. You needed to kill him. He's just after their speeders. Oh, he's dragging them all. It's not their traditional ways, but...
Okay, who wants to go first?
There's flipping switches, figuring out what does what. Oh no, this isn't going to work well. Almost.
Come.
What was that? And they're learning how to repair it too. Cool. Now the kids are following along. That's awesome. I'm going to say that the, I complain about too much in the flashbacks. As long as the pacing is up in the flashbacks, as long as they're doing something and not just, staring at each other or contemplating or walking through the desert, I'm okay with it. Again, I don't want the whole series to be that, but at least there's something happening. He did it, but he got him back. It's time. The train's here. Even to Boba Fett to advance this Raider civilization, these Tuskens, to using speeder bikes instead of banthas. Surely this train's purpose isn't just to go kill Tuskens, right? What is the train doing? Are these guys just killing the Tuskens because they think the Tuskens will try to rob the train, or maybe they have in the past? What is the purpose of the train? Oh no! Oh, nice! Oh! Ah, the warrior is still on his rider, his speeder. Nice! Droid engineer. Oh boy! Full speed ahead. Once again, what is the purpose of this train? Basically set it to self-destruct and he ran, huh? What is the purpose of this train? Very cool, but what is the purpose of this train? Weapons. Cool. I can't imagine that was the purpose of the train. It looks like this is just stuff that the people who were on the train had with them. What is the purpose of this train? Yeah, he's the highest ranking one there, I guess. That.
Like that.
Okay, so they were transporting spice.
Now walk.
Uh-oh. It's a lot of wasted water. Oh, so the Tuskens have been there since Tatooine had an actual ocean with water. Aww. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a different kind of guide. They are really laying on the whole Native American thing pretty thickly, you know? Like Dances with Wolves, that sort of movie. You know, where you've got the outsider warrior who is accepted by the tribe eventually, and they teach him their ways and all of that, and goes on a spiritual journey, which apparently is he's about to do. Those look like Jawa eyes. Yeah, okay. There wasn't much in there. It was just little flashbacks and things that we already knew about. I wonder when he learned. Oh, is this modern day Boba coming back? Did we flip back to the present? I hope. No, it's old. He went on his journey and came back. He actually did break that log or that branch and brought it back with him. Okay. Oh, wow. They come back out, too. Is that going to be turned into a weapon for him or something? They're dressing him in Tusken garb. I take it this child is the chief's son or daughter. I don't know gender, but I take it this is the chief's child, right? Because this child is always involved in all the important stuff. Yeah, they're going to turn this into a weapon for him. Or he's going to turn it into a weapon for him. Giving it a steel tip. Welding that fin on. Even the chief is joining in on this dance. Wow. Okay. Of course, gotta watch or look at the concept art. That Wookiee, man. I like how they put the George Lucas credit on top of the Wookiee. And the Hutts. That Wookiee. I kind of want to see him in action. I want to see that fight. We know they're very strong and very tough. I mean, Chewie taught us that. And that one looks even bigger than Chewie. Great music, as always. I do find it interesting that the concept art always depicts them in the lighter robes and lighter clothes, and these Tuskens are all in the darker clothes, darker robes. I don't think there's any significance to that. I just find it interesting that they kind of went the movie route in the concept art, and then they decided on a different look for the show, which is interesting. They were Jawas by the tree. I thought they were Jawa eyes. Those are absolutely Jawa. So what was the significance of Jawa there? Is that a way for this thing to tell him that the Jawa have his identity, to have his armor or something? I don't know. Why Jawa? From what I can gather, Jawa aren't necessarily native to Tatooine. The Tuskens are, clearly. I don't think Jawa are. I think they're intruders. So why are the Jawa eyes being shown? That's a great way to end it with the now well-respected Tusken warrior, not raider, warrior, Boba Fett, and Tuskens who respect him right behind him. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I still stand by I really wish they'd give us a little bit more percentage of current stuff than flashbacks, but the flashbacks, at least this time, were really good. We got the whole, the station attack, where he basically took the speeders, a little bit of a training montage as usual, but the train battle was really cool, kind of reminiscent a little bit of Mandalorian, when Din Djarin and the other Mandalorians were attacking that ship. Kind of reminiscent of that a little bit. Pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'd still prefer a little bit more, and hopefully moving forward we do get more of those percentages. I like what Fennec said about their Hutts. If you want to kill them, you need permission. I mean, I get that the Hutts are apparently really big. I mean, even have their own language, right? Hutties, right? I think people were saying, or the subtitles were saying when people were speaking it. But you need permission to kill a Hutt? Who do you get permission from? Is there like an overarching Hutt, one that's even, bigger than these guys and bigger than Jabba when Jabba was in charge? That's fascinating. I don't know enough about the lore. I know Star Wars guys who and gals, men and women who read all sorts of and watched all sorts of canon and even the stuff that's no longer canon. Probably know the answers to all these questions, but I'm a movie guy and a TV show guy. I've never really done the books and the comics, so you got to forgive me. But they are interesting questions to ask, and I like to learn more. I like watching videos where people teach me about that kind of stuff. So I'm sure I'll check out some of those. I'm sure some of the reactors will have some input into that. But I did enjoy the little bit of journey. It was a little slow, like I said. The action is great for the flashbacks, but the flashbacks where they dwell on the ceremony and the talking or the staring at each other, or in this case the fashioning of a weapon and stuff, can kind of draw down the excitement. But it was still a really good episode. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still got a lot of enjoyment out of this. Learned a lot more about Boba. And am excited again for the next episode. So it did its job. I just kind of want the current day story to play out. Mostly because I'm hoping we'll still see a little bit of Din Djarin somewhere along the line. Oh my goodness. I just thought, if Boba has to fight to claim his position, his ownership, might he enlist his old ally now, or new ally, Din Djarin, to help him? And could Din bring other Mandalorians at this point, since he's got the Darksaber? These are interesting questions, aren't they? That would be awesome. I don't think we're going to get it. Because whenever you think about really cool things that are going to be in the show, any of these shows, they usually never happen. But it would be really cool. I still am holding out hope that we'll see some Din Djarin at some point. If nothing else, just a cameo or a one-liner or something. That would be great. Oh, but this one was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Nitpicks aside about the past stuff, really enjoyed it. It was great exposition, great action. Learned a little bit more in the present day. Looking forward to the next one. Let me know what you guys liked about it. If you have any answers to any of my questions, that'd be great. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.